Good evening, everybody. It's Friday night, my friends, and I am back. And unfortunately for everyone that's kind of waiting for me to get back to some coding, I just am not in the mood tonight. And honestly, No Man's Sky has been consuming all of my brain power. And I've been playing already for about 3 hours off camera to try to get prepared for the stream, and I'm like, you know what, let's just keep going because I think I'm almost done with the expedition here. I think we might have one more push in us, and then the expedition is ours, and we can get back to the vanilla experience or the main experience, and hopefully take some good stuff with us. But yeah, I'm here. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all healthy and happy and all of those things, kicking butt, taking names, staying healthy, and generally just having some fun along the way. So what did I do off camera? Here's what I did off camera. So all this we had already done. I still need to find a lush world. I have not found one yet. But I... was there anything here? No, we did those on camera. I upgraded my Corvette shields by... Basically, you need to get 3 shield generators on it. And all I did was... We come up here, put 2 right here, and there's a third one here, but I discovered that because I have these engines stacked here, you can kind of hide it within the engines, so it's kind of clipping into the engines and it still counts, so that worked out well, because I didn't really have very many other places to put it. Also, what else did we do? I got under their noses completed a smuggling run, but really it was just there is in this particular system that I'm in, which is this one, Balsan Real, right next to right within view of the starbase. When you launch from the starbase, off to the right there is a derelict ship. It's just hanging out there. It was just been there for a little while now, and so I just kind of went over, landed on there, went through the whole derelict ship again. There was no real issues or problems. So got all the spoils of that and brought them back here, and along the way, a lot of those derelict ships have like smuggled goods on them that you often get, and all I did was sell off the smuggled goods that I had, and apparently that was enough to get me over this particular achievement, so that's good. What else? I talked about the shields, and then over here, right before I went live, I got the 1-0 silence the sentinel threat. This thing, so I looked up on the wiki to see how to do it, and really, honestly, you have to either get really lucky, or you have to already be, really lucky, or you have to defeat Wave 5 of the Sentinels, which probably could do, but the Sentinels seem to be pretty kind of broken, where I can get them up to level 3, but then they just kind of stop coming, or there's like one that's hanging out that I can't find and all that stuff. They're not really, they're aggressive on the planet, but they're not, their AI seems to be pretty bugged out, so I couldn't really get up much higher than that. I guess if I had done the space combat, maybe that would have worked out a little bit better, but in any case, you're guaranteed a drop there that will tell you where the Sentinel beacon or whatever it's called is located on the planet, and then from there you can shut down the Sentinels temporarily on the planet. I instead and or you can, if you're master rank in with the Mercenaries Guild, then you can just they'll just give you a map to one. Unfortunately, neither of those were true, so I ended up just taking 2.5 hours and just scouring the planet manually, going from installation to installation, putting my scan beacon down, just flying with low level with the ship and everything. And the planet I happened to pick was a toxic planet too, which extreme toxicity. So that was fun in and of itself. And I eventually just randomly stumbled onto it and took it out. So that's where we got this. And did I do the anomaly? I think I did this off camera. No, we got encounter one anomaly on camera, I think. So I think we know about that one. And then that's it. So really, it's I mean, there's optional milestones here, obviously, but really it's just sign these things. I gotta visit a pirate system, so I gotta find a pirate system somewhere. And then that will give me emergency warp unit plans, although it looks like I might have emergency warp. I'm not entirely sure, but it's going to be a little bit rough to put that on there because one of the things we have to do is actually engage the emergency warp unit. So that'll be a thing. I'm going to try, I have the menu item for it, but I don't know if it's going to actually be non-grayed out once I leave the thing here. And yeah, we got this. So I think there's there's a good potential that we may be able to finish the expedition tonight. We'll see. So metal plating. Need three metal plates. And then let's put, I do need a little bit more cargo room, so that's why I'm putting the cargo rack down here. There we go. And throw some of these modifications in there. See, I had this Corvette cockpit here and it didn't it didn't let me trade it in. I bought it in the hopes I could trade it for one of the shield generators, and it wouldn't let me trade it. So I ended up trading. I ended up getting two really bad trades, meaning that I got the shield generator for the trade percentage was 16% on one of them and 24% on another one, and they went through. So that worked out. That worked out one way or the other. We have our hyperdrive module there, and that's all I need to put in there right now. I guess you know what? I'll put the multi-tool. Yeah, I just hope I don't forget it. Now, you know what? Let's keep this out so I don't forget it. Because there are some things I want to try to bring with me out of the expedition if I can. So, that is one of them. Over here, although I do need to make some room. This should just go with my exosuit, as well as these, while they're in there. See, I have no room left either. And I was looking at, I think the only way you can expand this is by increasing the class rating. I think of your Corvette, but that is like it's either there was one that was like 60 million, which I think was adding more space, and then there was one that was like 10,000 nanites. So you can see I'm nowhere near either of those numbers. So we're gonna have to make do with what we got, I think, for now. Put that into the storage container. This one as well. And Sentinel boundary. Really? When did I get this? When did I get this? Did I get this when I found the Sentinel pillar? Okay. Well, you know what? It'll be good to have in the main game, so let's put that over here. What else? Yeah, these salvage frigate modules I definitely want to take with me. I'll just have to make sure that I have to make sure that I look at all of the storage modules before I leave. Yeah, projectile ammunition in there too. Just random stuff ends up in my starship inventory that I already have in my exosuit. I'm just going to put all of this in there for right now, and I'll just free up a little bit more room. All right, and then exosuit. Put this on the starship to take it with me. Try to consolidate some of this stuff into one spot. And yeah, let's put those on the starship as well. It's getting random stuff that I've picked up along the way. Storm crystal. I want to keep all the navigation data. As much navigation data as I have, I want to keep a bunch of it. And just take it with me. What else? I think... Oh yeah, we have a lot of tainted metal. I'm going to put that in the storage container. Okay, I think we're good there. Good there. Okay. Cool. I think we're pretty well sorted here a little bit. So I put this down thinking that it would do actual storage, but it's just decorative. Which, I mean, I guess, okay, sure. But yeah, it's kind of bummed me out a little bit. I was like, I just want a little extra storage, and no. Nothing doing there. Okay, so still have to find a lush world, which I don't believe any of these are lush. So I think the next thing we're going to do is make a jump. Make a jump if we can. Yeah. Yeah, see right off to the right here you can see the red of the freighter. That's a derelict freighter just sitting there. Just sitting there waiting for people to go loot it. Alright, so I wanted to see if I have this. So I don't have emergency warp units, so we're gonna have to work on that. So we have to find a pirate system somewhere. So let's see what we've got. I guess the only way to do that is to kind of get lucky, maybe. Dissonant. I wonder if watch that be the hardest thing I have to do is try to find a pirate system. No, let's jump here to where we have to sign the petition or whatever. Also, the community goal for that hit 100% a few hours ago while I was online here doing stuff. So that was kind of cool. All gold. Yep, that's all gold. So what do we have around here? A mechanical planet. The mechanical planet. And what else do we have? Scalding plant. Okay, looks like a lot of these are already known. So maybe we'll go land. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me see if I already see them in here. Oh, I do. Scalding, mechanical, temperate, noxious, and humid moon. That's the one that's got dissonance. Okay, humid moon. Alright. That's fine. Let's go land then. Hopefully it'll actually land and not just make me pass through the starbase. Oh, yeah, there's some kind of issue when you first arrive in a system. Some kind of issue when you first arrive in a system that with your Corvette that you can't land on the stations here, which has been very, very strange. Hey Tech, welcome on in. It's going good. It's going good. Yeah, I just started. Just went live a few minutes ago. It's going good. I think I might be able to finish the Expedition 19 tonight, maybe. Delete stuff out so you test it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wonder if this is. Yeah, it's not. They have some kind of weird bug here where you can't. Let me do this. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Come on. Leave the pilot seat, and then I have to do an EVA to get in there. So that it'll then pull my ship in. So every time I come to a station for the very first time, it's making it so that my ship just passes through the station like it's not even there. So I have to go on foot so that it then spawns my ship inside here, and then from this point forward, the station will be fine. Like I'll be able to land fine. Very weird bug. It's on. The expedition is on. It started. It started on Wednesday. So it's about. It's called the Corvette Expedition, Expedition 19, where you go through and you have to do your Corvette stuff. So uh, all kinds of stuff. Like they shut it. You can't do a regular starship at all during this expedition. You can only use your Corvette. So you can't like grab a wreck or anything like that. Like you can see wrecks on the planet and you can repair them, but you can't actually take off. It doesn't let you. so yeah. So this is going on. Um, and what's the rewards? So you get Corvette blueprints, some customizations, some Deadeye cannon plans, which I guess is for the Corvette as well, and shipwright title. Okay, and then a Mecha Mouse companion egg. If you do everything, and of course you get to take all the stuff that you collect, or most of the stuff that you collect, you can just take with you back into the main game. So, but yeah, it's a nice introduction to how the Corvette stuff works. Um, Although some of the milestones are kind of wacky. Like I have 6 engines on my Corvette because that was one of the milestones you need to do. So, and um, I've got 3 power plants and 3 shield generators because again, that's what the expedition said you need to do. I just wanted to spend more time. Like a lot of these parts, you could go around doing salvage and everything to get a whole bunch of parts, but I was just like, I just want to. I get the idea. I just want to, um, shove off and go on. And then there's a couple optional ones. Hitchhiking, embark upon another traveler's Corvette while they're leaving. That's one. And then this one, restore Sentinel traveler neutrality, which I think that's just yeah. So that I think that's the community goal, which has been hit at 100%. And then you just have to go through and do your normal, like imprint yourself at 5 different stations along the way. So just think when Light No Fire comes out and having that kind of details for making sailing ships across oceans. Yes. Yeah, I'm really excited for Light No Fire. I really, really am. Because I think one of the problems that others have pointed out is that every planet in this game is a single biome, right? And with Light No Fire, they're going to have to actually have, since everybody's on one planet, they're going to have to actually have a planet that generates multiple biomes. So it's going to be interesting to see if they then take that technology that do that and then move that into this game, into No Man's Sky, because that would be kind of cool if you could have multiple biomes on a planet instead of just the one singular thing. So find the bugs for it. Yeah, so Light No Fire should be 2,000% better than New Man's Sky. Hopefully. I mean, there's still a ton of bugs even in this game, so it would be interesting if that was the case. You could, if they were able to take everything from here and just kind of have a lot less bugs. The one thing I hope they do though in Light No Fire is fix their UI, because the one the thing I like about Elite has a couple things going for it. One is that you have search, right? So when you go onto the galaxy map, you can search for things. When you know in your inventories, you can search for things. Like they just got sorting a little while ago, so you can now sort and stuff. Um, and you can expand. You can see your whole cargo thing now and minimize it and all that stuff, right? Which is great. They really need like this UI is so clunky at times. You know what I mean? It's especially when it comes to when you have to do something like you're trying to craft something, right? And it's like here, view the crafting steps, right? And then it took me until now, I'm almost 50 hours into the game to realize I can actually click on these and it will craft the exact amount that I need, not go back and then come back and forth. Like stuff like that. They just kind of have to, uh, you know, Empyrean was really great with the crafting stuff because you could just say, "I want this," and it would do all the intermediate steps for you if you had the resources. And really, they just need to do that because this is not intuitive or fun. Really, I mean, it's fun to gather the stuff, but it's not fun to do all the intermediate steps to get to this. Just like if I've already gathered all the stuff and I already have the materials to make all the intermediate steps, just do it. You know what I mean? Want better combat too? Yeah, the combat. I mean, the thing with the combat here is, see, Elite is at its core is a simulation, right? So they kind of had to do the combat well. They have, Newtonian physics, all that stuff. And the combat in this game is very arcadey. So I can appreciate the arcadey side of things because I tend to like, when I do like racing games and stuff, I tend to like arcadey racing games and not simulation ones because I don't know enough about cars to really tweak them to where they would work. I just want to race. Um, and with spaceflight, I can take either or the simulation or the arcade stuff. But if you're going to do arcade combat, then it needs to be closer to like free space or not free space. Free space, Wing Commander, like um what was the other one I was trying to think of? Uh, um, Freelancer. That's what I was trying to think of. Like, if you can do combat like that, you got like the Freelancer, the Wing Commander, the stuff like that. If that's what if you want arcade combat, like look at those games, because the combat in here just is very clunky and just not all that much fun. Um, and also, like, I like the idea of the multi-tool and stuff, but when you have a multi-tool like mine, where I've got 9,000 different modes, like hitting G to switch between modes just gets to be really annoying. Like oh, I'm in combat now. I got to hit G like 6 times to get to my blaster, and then what was the name of my blaster again? Versus my other. It's just like it's like I get it. They bolted things on top of what they already had, but and I on the one hand I like the way it does it, but on the other hand, we really need hotkeys and stuff. The same thing's true with the freaking X menu, right? Like, these just need to be hotkeys. Like, I get it, they're trying to make sure that people with controllers can do their thing, but like, have some pity on us with mouse and keyboard, or joysticks and stuff, and just like, or flight sticks even, and just like, let us have an option for, for hotkeys for things. Like, every time I want to stand up in my Corvette, I gotta go X, and then I gotta scroll. Oh wait, I scrolled the wrong way. I gotta scroll the other way, and then it's like, it's like just give me a freaking key to do it. You know? They need modes. Yeah, exactly, exactly. They need to just be able. You need to be able to just toggle modes and stuff, or have like context sensitive nodes, right? Where it's like, hey, I'm not in combat, so I don't necessarily need my pistol per se. Although you do use that for mining as well, which is kind of a weird thing. Um, but yeah, it's like um, if I'm in my base, then automatically select like building tools and stuff like that. So I don't have to go swapping around for things, and the Z menu and stuff. Like the Z menu needs it needs a search button because you never know what category anything's under, and it's just a lot of quality of life stuff they just kind of need to brush up on, I think. And now's the time to do it before they launch light no fire. Um, yeah. Corvette engine modules pack, Starship inventory slots. Okay. See, it won't let me put. It won't let me. I need more slots on my technology thing here, and it won't let me do it. And I'm really sad about that. Okay. Yeah, that's that's what I'm hoping too. Is that it has more key binding options. I just hope it's more friendly to PC in general. I know that X or PlayStation was their big thing back in the day because PlayStation, they were exclusively PlayStation, and they paid for all the stuff. Sony paid for all the stuff. But now, like, it'd be so much nicer if you could just hopefully maybe I don't know if Sony's footing the bill for Light No Fire is going to publish it or not, but I hope that they have maybe considered going independent and just doing it themselves, and then have PC be a first class citizen, and not just like, well, we ported it, and you just have to deal with all the consoleization of things. Is there anything else I wanted to do here? No. I mean, I could charge this.
Technology recharged.
But I wanted to see, so that was phase 3. Alright. So I've completed. So what have I completed? I've completed phase 1 and phase 3. Phase 2, I need to find a lush world. And then I've got that. Phase 3 is I gotta find a pirate system. And then once I find a pirate system, it'll give me emergency warp unit, and then I gotta build that and then do an emergency warp at some point, and then that's good. And then this we're going to do anyway. And over here, phase 5, all I need to do is sign the 5th rendezvous station. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. It's just this one, phase 3, that's going to be a thing, and probably phase 2, like trying to find a lush world. Let's see. None of these are lush, right? All I gotta do is land on the damn lush world. That's it. I just have to land on it. Should have entitled expedition so people know what you're doing to bring in more. Yeah, I was debating that in the on the YouTube side. So I have expedition in the title for Moonbeam and Twitch, but with YouTube, I keep just reusing. You know, like in YouTube, you can say when you go live, you can just say just reuse the settings I already had. So I just keep reusing the settings, and I probably should change them as I go. I just I forget, and then I just go live, and I'm like, screw it. I'll change them later, and then I forget to change them later, and yeah, it's I should title my stuff better. I mean, honestly, I should also probably I should do better with the thumbnails too. That my thumbnails are very very plain Jane and basic, but I remember I had a time when YouTube actually blocked one of my thumbnails. Um, Actually twice. It blocked two of my thumbnails. One of them was the actual uh, main title screen of the game. Actually, yeah, one of them was the main title screen of the game, and they blocked it because they thought it was inappropriate. I'm like, it's a blue background with trees. Like, how's that inappropriate? Um, and then the other one was I was playing a game. It wasn't actually a stream. It was like a regular video. I was playing some relatively unknown game that was kind of a GTA-ish game. And the game itself didn't have like a title screen. Um, so I, no, was it the thumbnail? Oh no, it wasn't the thumbnail. It was something. Yeah, it was a thumbnail. It didn't have a title screen. So I went online to find the box art for it, and I put the box art in there, but the box art had a whatchamacallit, um partially clothed woman on it, which I thought it was tasteful. It wasn't, too bad, but they were like, nope, can't have that. It's like, all right. So I had to go find like an alternative box art image somewhere um, for that. Yeah, I know, right? So naughty. uh, it was like because the game had it was like a World War II France game where you're like the part of the French resistance, and they had like a burlesque woman on their cover, and that was um, apparently verboten. So, oh well. Where am I at here? So I need to find. I need to find a pirate system. Is there like an icon that tells you that it's a pirate system? I bet not. Which is probably why it's one of the things. See, I could do all the stops along the way, but I don't really want to. Let me see here. I don't necessarily have to follow their path, but I don't know. There's an icon for it. Yeah, I don't know what the icon is. Oh wait, I bet it's is it in here? Is it in the catalog guide? Um Oh, is it just the skull? It's probably just a skull, right? For outlaws. You'd have one of the add-ons though for it to work. Oh, okay. Well, I might have the add-on for it. I'm not sure, but if I do outlaws, the local authority has been overthrown by rebel outlaw forces. Such outlaw systems see usually on high levels of conflict, contraband. So, because I did do some bounties for the outlaws in the main game, so I'm wondering if I pin guidance to log, will it reach standing with the outlaws? Oh, it's flickering. It's flickering badly. Why is that flickering like that? Huh. Alright, let's see. Water. Need to add a thing for sensors. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I've a lot of the rewards from these things have been all kinds of sensor packages, and I don't know if I may not have installed that. Like they may have actually given me one, and I neglected to put it to install it. Because you would think if it's a reward, that they would make it relatively straightforward. But I don't know. This is like the furthest I've gotten in any of the expeditions. So without it, you have no idea until you visit it. Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. Like I can see the predominant species because I think I have the economy scanner, and I thought I had a conflict scanner, but I might have uninstalled that because I don't have a whole lot of spots. Huh. Huh. Okay. So where do we have to go? We have to go up here? No jump range. No, they have me going down here. Dissonance. Right, let's go. That's out of jump range. Okay. Should have figured out by the dash line. All right, let's just go here. Screw it. Jump around when it. Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. I'm figuring there must be something along the way.
Hostile ships approaching.
Uh-oh. Freighter under attack. Speaking of pirates, Ready then?
Hostile ships defeated.
Alright. Alright, alright. Oh. Friend, Gek. Life form must be captured as freighter, blah blah blah. Wants me aboard. Okay.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Okay, which freighter is it? Is it this one? Not that one. I don't think. Maybe it is that one. That's a big one. No. No, it looks like it's. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, geez, they're like so close together. I don't know. It's this one down here, right? We're gonna thread the needle here. Hey, well, welcome on in. How you doing? Am I gonna have the landing problem here again? Oh no, that's right. I can't land there. I gotta find the ring. I forgot I'm not in a regular starship. Oh. Or it'll find me. Okay. That works. I keep forgetting I'm not in a regular starship. I'm in a Corvette. Okay. I'm doing good. I was like, normally I do coding tonight, but I'm so freaking hooked on this game right now that I'm like, I can't focus. I can't focus on code right now. I need to. There are aliens to fight. Oh God, is there somebody just embedded themselves in the ship there? Alright. Inspect freighter. An A class? Sure. Why not? It's A class. This is kind of cool. I like how they're all sort of decorated a little bit differently. We got like a nice office here. Man, my other freighter didn't have an office. It just had freaking hanging plants. Like, what the hell, man? Planetary probe. What does that do? Oh, does that just scan all the planets for me? Torrid, hymeneal, freezing, desolate, fested paradise. Yeah, I'm losing myself in No Man's Sky. Damn straight. I mean, the funny thing here is, this is not, I've been trying No Man's Sky off and on for years. And it's just this time around, it just finally clicked with me. I finally got over that initial hurdle, and now I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm really enjoying this now. I don't know why, I don't know why my brain works that way. It's just like, I'd be like, everybody's telling me, oh, this is great, this is an awesome game, just stick with it, and then I'm just like, yeah, I'll do this, do that, and then I just kind of get bored with it, and I do something else, and then it's not until I like really come back to it with a fresh perspective. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a lot of fun. I see what people are saying. Okay. Download data. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 Navigator Ditterforts? Okay. Uh, I guess it would help to know what type of ship I've got. Ooh, C-class, huh? Science vessel. C-class science vessel. 25 exploration. And 3 for everything else. Well, I guess we know what kind of missions we're giving him. uh... Let's see. Potential. So luckily we have mostly exploration things. So you go do that. And actually, now that I have this guy, I can jump my freighter, right? Around a little bit, which might be easier to, if I can scan all the planets just with the freighter, then that might actually work. So where's the next? It's pointing me this way. Ah, I see. Okay. Oh wait, does my freighter can see more information? Ooh, this is good. Oh, there we go. There's a pirate. Chromatic warp shielding. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, now that's solved the problem, right? My freighter can see, has the sensor package to see stuff. Okay. So not that one. I'm guessing not that one either. Not there. Let's look at some of the ones off the path. Oh, I know I saw one, but it was in a star that I can't go to. Here we go. This one. Power controlled. Yep, there we go. I want to go there. So I wish I could. Can I? Oh, set waypoint. There we go. All right, let's get some fuel in the hyperdrive. Freighter. Can I... Let me craft... Let me see if I can craft a warp hypercore here. What do I need for that? Yeah, there we go.
Constructed. Technology recharged.
Nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, where's my... There it is. Whoop. Okay, now we're talking. Flying in style. And apparently picking ourselves up off the floor. There we go. Visited pirate territory. Okay, and then let me do the planetary scanner majigger. Dead planet, icebound, high energy, caustic, overgrown, terror sphere. Okay. So nothing here. Interesting. I do like that I can just do this scan from here without even getting on my ship and just be like, yep, here's all the stuff. All right, so...
Enemy missile inbound.
oh, Jesus Christ. Of course. Of course. Let's get out of here. We visited. we visited a pirate area. We did it. There we go. All right. Excellent. Hopefully we're in a nice, quieter place. Acrid, scalding, desolate, humid. You had to be in one for the mission. Should have visited the station. So you, well, I did unlock it just by visiting the system. You mean the expedition reward, right? I got the expedition reward. I got off the radar. Visit a pirate system is all I had to do. So I got that. That gives me the emergency warp unit plans, which I need. And I have all the stuff for. Okay. And I've got... Yeah, I wish I could do more stuff up there. Alright. So let's see. Starship. So I'm going to have to pull something off the starship so I have room. I guess the teleport receiver for now. Store that away. Because I haven't really been that far from my Corvette to need it. So do that, and let's get the emergency warp unit. There we go. Probably should... Actually, it's highlighted blue. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it's blue with the reactor. That's interesting. Okay. So I have that, so we can just do an emergency warp whenever we want to. Which will be fine. And then... Yeah, so we just have to do that, and then we're done with Phase 5, except for getting to the rendezvous station. Stations. Still need to find a lush world, which is going to be probably the bane of my existence now. Then we just get jumped to all these systems. Okay, so now it looks like I can already see what's here without having to do anything, which is nice. But I'm also going to just verify. Yeah, okay. Just checking. Just checking. I guess because they uploaded their discoveries, so didn't have to worry about it. Alright. So, let's see where we can go here. I guess we'll just jump along the way and see if we find what I'm looking for. Manufacturing conflict is critical. Okay. All right. So, do we know? There's a lot of unknown planets here, so let's see if this works the way I think it does. Because I'm not entirely sure myself. Aha! It does. Okay, supercritical, arid, temperate, cat, supercritical, verdant. So I make sure here, a lush planet is actually a planet type, right? And not just a sub thing there. Lush planets. Lush outpost, lush research. Did I read the expedition wrong here? Visit a lush world. Okay. Lush galaxy? Lush biome and lush galaxies. Well, we're not in a lush galaxy. How about lush world? I guess it's biome lush. Earth-like planets. Okay. Worlds with lush biomes are kind of nice. Warm and harsh, empty. Yellow stars and lush galaxies have a 4-time higher chance than yellow stars and empty galaxies. Yeah. Name generation. Oh, wait. Oh, so temperate is considered lush? The biome type is indicated in the information panel when the player exits their starship. This is procedurally generated by adding one of the following prefixes to the planet or moon text. Rainy, verdant, tropical, viridescent, paradise, temperate, humid, overgrown, flourishing, grassy, about. God damn it, why didn't you say one of these things instead of making me look it up on the damn wiki here? So, as long as I go on a temperate world, that's considered a lush world. I mean, Jesus H Christ, do they have things here? Gather climate information. You see, they don't say that here. Like, come on, guys, throw me a bone. But there was a discoveries. There's temperate planet here, so I'm gonna pin that, and let's go get a footfall on there. And you could be on one with some storms and it can still be lush. Yeah, right. um, where's the he took out a ship last night, damn pirates. Yeah, I know, right? The pirates are insistent sometimes. Where's my pinned planet? I would imagine it's this planet here. Nope, that's arid. Although I guess arid probably works too, but where is the one that I pinned? Supercritical. Is it behind? It's behind things. I wonder if it's still pinned. Yeah, it is. All right. Oh, I barely see the icon, so it's here somewhere. I think this is another thing I hope that they fix with Light No Fire is these icons need to be more prominent. Like having them on the compass like thing at the top is good, but you also need to see them on the screen. Right? Like cuz it gets a little bit annoying when you can't find what you're looking for. There it is. New planetary record, most perfect? Hmm. Hmm. And it's raining, of course. Of course it's raining. All right. Go. I have beamed down. Visit a Verdant planet. It's also got corrupted sentinels. Do I have to actually land and not just go on foot? I guess I have to actually land. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe this doesn't count like it said it counts. It is a cool looking planet. It's got dissonance on it. So it's a little wonky, but it's got violet skies. Sentinels are a little bit pissed off, but they're not bothering me at least.
Units received.
Oh, wait, it's saying visit a verdant planet, not a lush planet, which I guess is technically a lush planet. So, I just realized it was saying that. God damn it. I've had, like, you know how many verdant planets I've passed up? Hello? Can I get into my ship, please? Oh, this is fun. It's gonna keep bouncing me out of my ship. Okay. Still got some bugs there. Also, this tooltip keeps saying the original name of the ship, even though I've renamed the ship, which is another interesting thing. That's alright, my launch thruster has... I got the upgraded launch thruster that does the solar panel on it, so I don't have to worry about launch fuel anymore. Alright, so we need a verdant planet, which I don't know if there was one here. Supercritical. Oh, there is one here. This one. Cool, that works for me. Now, where's that pin at? Where did that pin go? There we go. Alright. I gotta remember that too. Like, they do actually give you tips when you activate a particular thing, and I always forget. So I always take the quest texts as gospel, and that's apparently not what they want you to do. They want you to actually click on the quest to activate it so that they actually give you the real thing that they're looking for, which is... I don't know. I find that a little bit annoying. It's like, why is your quest text so... Why doesn't it match the actual objectives? And that sometimes is annoying. Hey, Xena. Drop a base computer if it's nice. Yeah, I don't know. I have another planet that is kind of beachfront, waterfront property. In my main save. In my main save. So I'm not too concerned about having this here. I don't even know how far away I am from from the solar systems that I came from either, so, you know. This particular area, like where I'm at, seems to be relatively untouched by other players, and these areas have been kind of well traveled as well. Also doesn't seem too bad either. The sentinels are nosy. Very nosy. Alright, so... Oh, really? Come on. Really? You want a piece of this? You really want a piece of this, huh? I got a badass multi-tool, mother humpers. All right.
Units received.
Okay, they're done. Um,
Units received.
bunch of gravitino balls here. Technology modules. So I visited the Verdant planet. So what do they have me do now? Visit a Verdant planet. Did I? Am I not reading properly? Oh, sentinels are inescapable. I see what's going on there. It's a Verdant planet. I guess do I have to find a beacon or something? I might have to like check in at a beacon if I can find a building around here somewhere.
Units received. Units received.
Don't know. Don't know what I gotta do. You know what? Let's put a thing down. Which I gotta be further away from my ship to do. Okay, how far away is that? We got a transmission tower. Alright. Mark that. Let's go over there and hit up a beacon here. Let's see if that triggers it. Unless they are really insistent that I need to... I mean, it did say scan it from orbit, so I don't know if I need to scan it from orbit first and then land. It might very well be the case. I'm not gonna land. I'm just gonna beam down. Okay. Alright, what do you see? Some exosuit, friend, Gek. Gas packet that smells delightful. The creature wipes her empty hands and beams at me with pleasure. Thank with Catalyst? Okay. Decline to eat my gift and the scent washes away. My senses return to dull neutrality. Okay. Maybe that was the correct one. I don't know. I think he gave me some nanites. 23, 45, 89, 177. Oh god, one of these. I don't know what this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 1, 7, 7. I feel like I've gotten this one before, and I got it wrong probably. So it's either 353 or 392. We'll just do this one. Haha, 353. Okay. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Alright, so we have to go into orbit anyway, probably to go over to that thing.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Superheated rainstorm approaching. Great. Great. Extract some nanites. Get the Gek word for eye, which is awesome. Really needed that in my life. Where's this at? Okay, that's pretty far away, so I would end up going up into orbit anyway. Let's go into orbit, we'll flip around and we'll scan it. Since that's what the thing said to do, and see if that triggers the next piece. Alright. Has it mod support? It won't be a server setup. It'll be player side unless they make a server. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of mod support they have in it. Because, I mean, No Man's Sky is modded quite a bit, and Hello Games seems to be fine with it. Which is really nice. It's really nice to see. Yeah, it's still not triggering that. I wonder if you know what, I'm gonna look on, let's go to this distress beacon, and then I'm gonna go look on Steam, the Steam forum, and see if anyone else has run into an issue with trying to get that to register. It is a cool looking planet. They run the servers. Yeah. I feel like if they do exactly what they're doing here, which is co-op, I think I know that they technically do have PvP, but honestly, I feel like there's no reason for them to have PvP in the game. And they could probably, because then they don't have to worry about mods, you know, like causing people to cheat and all that stuff. That's one thing. And the other thing is, they'll have a PvE co-op setup and solo. Yeah, right. Which is basically No Man's Sky as well, right? Basically co-op and solo, which is fine. And then if you do the multiplayer like they do it now in No Man's Sky, where it's kind of
Storm clearing.
there's like community areas where the co-op is prevalent, and then for the most part you don't really run into people that often. Then I don't see mods being a huge problem at that point, right? Because it's like, hey, you're not really, no one's really competing with one another. And if you're going to mod a PvE game, with something that like helps you, I mean, these games don't have an end either, right? It's like, so I feel like it would almost be pointless to mod the game or to cheat in the game, because all you're really doing is jumping to the end, and then there's just nothing. Right? Like the games don't really end either. So I don't know. I think I think they could just do it and not be too concerned about it. So, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. I mean,
Drones activated.
they've pretty much got the whole, networking code and everything already, so shouldn't be too much of a stretch. Oh, I got a cadmium drive off of it. That's pretty funny. Red stellar bodies. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. The sentinels are crawling up my ass.
Hostile scan detected.
Let's get out of there. There you go. Alright, so that is done. So now the question is, does anyone else... No Man's Sky... Lush Planets Expedition. Um, Oh, if you select Star Bulb or that, it'll take you to the closest source of the element or flower. Yeah, but yeah, but ocean worlds and relic planets. Expedition 19. Phase 2. So, what do we get here? Grounded. Visit electrical world. Yeah, I mean, you're telling me all the information already. Oh, for crying out loud. It's one of these damn Stupid articles. Expedition 19. Complete guide. 2 days ago. Alright, let's mute this.
Alright, and hello and welcome.
Let's mute this. Phase breakdown. Phase 1. Phase 2. So... Alright, he's fishing, which I already did. So where did you... Wait a minute. Oh, he's already done grounded at that point. Okay. Alright, come on. You know, for a guide, you're taking your damn good old time here. Come on. Wait, you didn't show how. What? What?
You can find them on planets. I've made it to the planet, but I actually got this achievement for coming here. Visit a lush world. Viridescent are lush worlds. There's a few different words they use for lush world, but we are now looking for these.
Alright, so, yeah. So these are the things, but... crying out loud. It's not... So I visited the world, but it's not... It's not doing anything. So that's a little bit annoying. So there's Burnett. So there's like 2 worlds here that technically qualify, according to the wiki. Temperate, arid. Does arid count? Temperate, humid, overgrown, grassy. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, well, we'll just have to keep going. Just waiting. Yeah, well, I took off. I took off because the thing's not triggering, so there's no reason for me to stay on the planet. That's why I took off and took out the ship-based one, because it just didn't. I wasn't gonna stick around there. And one more sentinel kill is nothing at this point. I already surpassed the 75 sentinel kills for one of the in-game achievement things. Yeah, I don't know why that's not dropping. Unfortunately, I'm noticing that the Sentinels are kind of bugged. Like, I'm going to have this freaking music playing constantly now. Even if I had even if I dispatched all of them from the wave, it still just kind of it never dissipates until I leave the system. So the hell? Okay. Well, this is. Thank you for this game, I guess. Is there a way that I can get in? Yeah, I guess I can fly into it from over here. Nope. Or it's not actually here. Oh, this is fun. Come on, overcome gravity. You can do it. Oh, now I'm standing on something. Oh, it's not letting me. It's not letting me in there. All right, let's do. Let's see if this works. Options. Was it under here? No, where was it? Where was it at? Accessibility. Where did I see that? General. Displaying graphics. Where the hell is that thing at? Nearby player list. There's a thing I found in the menu that fixes you when you're stuck inside the top of a freighter here. Where the hell is that at? Is it current save? No. Rename current save. Where the hell did I see that? Because I've used it before because I was stuck in the freighter once before. Damn it. Where there was a thing here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Reset position in freighter. There we go. It's like I knew I found it somewhere. Jeez Louise. Okay, so is my guy still off doing his thing here? Actually, this icon's up, so he must be back. Brief commander. Okay. Bunch of units. Discovery data worth 22 nanites. Okay, that was a relatively short one. Bug hop cuttings. So, Arrett wasn't one of them, right? No. All right. Let's go to another system. This is pissing me off. This is ticking me off that this is not working. It would be just... Oh. I'm stuck there now. Okay. It would be... The frig. It would be just my luck to, like, get everything else done in the expedition and then just have this one thing bugged out. Let's warp to another system. So this has water on it, so I'm going to assume that will be a good system to try. Okay. See what we got here. New planetary record, smallest planet. Ivorian, scalding, scorched, graphite pit. Quagmire moon. High energy planet. Scorched, scalding, Hyperborean. Nope. I didn't think so. Okay. Alright, well, that's didn't get us too much. How's our hyperdrive is at 20%. I'll hold on to that. We might be able to do one more jump. Because that'll, I think, give me a full charge. Yeah, we can get right to here, where we gotta be. I have a singular purpose right now, and that's to finish the expedition tonight if I can. That's why I'm not hanging around to do exploration and stuff. I've done a lot of stuff off camera. Like I've collected a lot of things I'm going to pull into my main save. So it's not. I'm not going to be leaving the expedition empty-handed. That's for sure. All right, there's a verdant planet. Airless planet? Corrosive, supercritical, life incompatible planet. Huh. Scorched. All right, well, let's go here. Let's see if I can make this thing pop. Also, we got to go stop off at the station too anyway, so have that as well. Let's stop off at the station first, since that is the closest thing. Although I bet this is going to have the same problem I've been having when I first come to a station. But we'll see. Let's see, can this possibly work the first time around? Ooh, the interior has not rendered yet. That's not a promising sign. Okay. Oh, hi! Hey! It worked the first time. Yay. Alright, do we have anything to put in our Corvette parts dump here? No. Alright. Alright, 4th rendezvous station is done. Cool. Corvette shielding modules pack. High energy shield, deflector shield. Oh, I guess that would have been easier to use those instead of trading to get them, but whatever.
Units received.
Also see... Is this a mercenary guild here? It is. Excellent. Donate. Salvage glass. Alright. Reached rank 2 with the Mercenaries Guild. Yay! Because I can't... Where I'm at in the galaxy in the main game, I have not found the Mercenaries Guild yet. And there's nothing but Mercenaries Guilds here. Alright, do I have anything else I need to sell or otherwise deal with? Oh, well, these can go in my parts inventory. No, I think we're good. Alright. So where's my ship at? Not that one. There we go. Alright, put these in the Corvette Workshop cache. Alright. Alright, now let's go to the planet I marked. Whatever that may be. Not that one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think at some point, as far as like beating the game, I think I will, go to Center Galaxy and and beat it at some point, and then start over in another galaxy, maybe. Um, just because I think it would be interesting to do that. I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, Starfield obviously took some uh, hints from that. There was also I didn't take a chance. I didn't get a chance to look at it, but I think Starfield's getting some kind of DLC. Um, that on the surface sounded interesting, but I don't. I didn't. I heard that it was something was up with Starfield, but I didn't. I didn't get a chance today to look up on it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Because it would be nice. I should. I mean, I played a bunch of Starfield, but I never actually. Did I finish it? Did I? I think I did do the Star Child thing and finish it, and then I was going to go back and do some of the other. Like I did a few of the quest lines the first time through, and then I was going to do a couple of the other like quest lines the other way through. I think something to that effect. Alright, is this not considered? Do I have to? Acquire new hazard protection. Okay. Use the analysis visor, scanner, and compass to find points of interest while doing it. Visit the lush world.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Oop. See, that keeps saying visit a verdant planet, which I did do, but
Units received.
didn't seem to do anything.
Units received.
So,
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
this is a verdant planet. I don't understand. I don't understand why that's not. Why that's not popping off here. I wonder, is it because I made the fishing rod already? Before I did, like I caught these other ones and made the fishing rod myself. Is that, did I end up breaking the progression here? I don't think so. That hasn't happened with any of the other ones before. Or maybe I have to, I mean, I can search for a point of interest. See if that helps, because it does say to do that. There's a beacon over there, so we'll try that. Let's get out of this storm though.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay. Get over here, and maybe this will trigger something. Maybe.
Thermal protection falling.
Well, minor settlement over there.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Let's go up in orbit and do it. These are pulse engines. Let me also scan this from orbit again to see if that triggers it as well. It sounds like much like some of the other achievements, you just kind of people have just gotten it just for showing up without even realizing it was there. So I don't know why it's not showing up for me.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Damn it. You probably don't have anything. Well, you got an A class, but I got the best multi-tool. I don't need another one. Korvax entity. We want to get back to research work, but they're too terrified to look away from me. The more I try to calm them, the more they convulse with fear. Insist I come in peace. There's a pause and their face is wiped. Shell reboots with a new entity in place of the other. This replacement entity glares and then ignores me. Standing decreased with the Korvax. Great. Technology merchant. Area Information membrane, waveform recycler. Yeah, I don't really need anything right now, honestly. But let's just see if he's got some stuff for sale. I'll take your salvage data.
Product received.
Huh, okay. Well, that's good. Well, I'm not sure what else I need to do here. Okay. Nanites.
Units received.
Alright. Not much else I can do. What does it say here? Is it a verdant planet? Back out into space. And I'll get far away from the planet. Well, decent distance away. And then I'll scan it again and see if that does it. Huh. What is this called? Grounded. Let me see. No Man's Sky. Grounded. Expedition. Not working. Expedition 19. It's expedition's not working. Expedition 19. I don't know. Can't start expedition. Grantor. Vision 16, 18. I'm not finding anything there. What about if I go directly to discussion forums here? Sentinels. Aggressive. These patches are still wrong. Come on. Trying to find out here. Corvettes. We'll get back. Let me guess. I'm the only one that's having this particular issue. I'll 10. Oh, here we go. Expedition 19, grounded, not completing. Okay. Did even land on it, but did not finish it after landing. Now, I did everything else in the expedition, landed on all the lush plants in the expedition, still didn't get it. Anyone know if I did anything wrong? Continued scanning planets, and after a while, it finally registered a planet. Did you scan it from a freighter? But nothing happens. Okay, nothing happens. Any advice? Scanning with the freighter system scan will void any landing discovery milestones. That is not new. Oh. Oh. So when I scan the whole system with the freighter, I voided it. Well, that's kind of. I mean, I get the thought behind it, but that's still kind of stupid. All right. So I got to do it the old-fashioned way. That's what you're saying. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll look for a water. Look for a water system like that one, and hope that we find what I'm looking for.
Hostile ships approaching.
Uh-oh. Got another. Oh, yeah, this must be jump number 10. Come on, lock onto the one that I want you to lock onto. Alright. Uh-oh. Damaged one of my thrusters, you bastard. Now you die doubly. All right.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Okay, let's go land on the freighter. And perhaps it will land successfully this time. Nope. I wanted the game to work. What? How stupid of me. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, there we go. Alright, well luckily I do have some repair things here. So we're going to repair that. Repair kit. There we go. Very nice. Damn bastard, shut up my ride. Okay. Let's inspect the freighter. C-class? No. That would be a no. So it's a good thing I took the first one instead of waiting. Press payment instead. Cool. Bunch of nanites. Some gold. Okay. No Man's Sky is cool, but if you ever played Chrono Trigger, it's totally not 30 years old at this point, and extremely old. I have not played Chrono Trigger, but I've seen a bunch of speedrunners running the game and stuff like that. And under normal circumstances, a game like that might be up my alley because it's an RPG. But that one, for some reason, doesn't really appeal to me. Because you got both like Chrono Trigger and I think Chrono Cross was another one. And there's a possibility someday I might visit those, but they're not really not doing much for me. There are other things I would like to that I've never played before that I would like to sit down and play at some point. But I'd have to see. Because I definitely like me my RPGs, and I have a lot of them that I've missed. But yeah, I don't know. I'm seriously trying to go. No, I know you weren't being serious. But it is something that has been on my radar at some point in the in the past. So it's not totally out of my wheelhouse kind of thing. But yeah, it's because I'm the funny thing about that is I am trying to find some older games that I've never played before that I'm in the mood for. Like the other day I was watching somebody play like Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Although I hear 3 is like the crowning jewel of that series. I've never played that before. I've been working on one of these computers. I think it's on my my Bazite computer. I found the old Mech Warrior games, like the DOS games, like Mech Warrior 1 and 2 and 3 and all that stuff. Um, and I've been meaning to maybe see if I can play those games. Mech Warrior 1 is pretty, you know, I mean it's old DOS stuff. Like it's pretty you know, um you gotta really it's a manual type of game. You gotta really read the manual kind of thing. Um Glacial Overgrown. Overgrown was technically one of them, although it said Verdant, right? Um I'm gonna set foot on the Overgrown one just to see if it works with that. I have a feeling it's not going to because it's saying Verdant, but let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Let's try it and see if I can find it anyway. There it is. Here's a Might Magic is amazing. 2 is basically the prototype for Forma. It's god awful and the balance is garbage. It's fun to play in, but Heroes 3 is actually somewhat balanced. Still broke as all hell when you get good though. Yeah, and I would probably do 3 and not the other ones if I did Heroes of Might Magic. Um, but yeah, there's a couple things that I've been kind of like wondering about. You know, like Mech Warrior, doing a whole Mech Warrior series was one of them. Like all of the games, because most of the games you can't even get anymore. Like you just have to acquire them, if you know what I mean. Um, and so I was thinking of that, and I still have to finish. I was looking at Dungeon Siege, so I finished like 2 years ago my playthrough of Dungeon Siege 1 and Legends of Arana, which was the expansion for it. And so I've already started, like I've downloaded Dungeon Siege 2 and I start looking at getting the mods installed for that, like visual mods and stuff, so it looks halfway decent and I can read the text and everything. So I definitely want to do like Dungeon Siege 2 at some point, and maybe eventually 3, although I've heard that that's pretty crap. MechWarrior would be kick-ass. Had on SNES. Lost it while moving. Yeah, there's also another game that I played on DOS that I owned for DOS. That was like a bargain bin game. There's 2 bargain bin games I owned for DOS. One of which I can never. I think it's. I can never remember the name of the one. But the other one was a mech game. It was called Shattered Steel, and I've thought about maybe playing Shattered Steel again to see if it actually holds up. Because when I was a kid, it was okay. It didn't blow my socks off, but it was, you know, it was fun enough. And I want to see, you know, all these years later, if I revisit it, if it was actually any good or not. Yeah, there we go. I got grounded now. All right, jeez Louise. Well, that was more annoying than I anticipated it would be. Okay. Well, that's good. At least that fired off. So our fishing rig and all that. Fishing bait I've already gotten. And we get our reward for phase 2. Vigilant trail customization. Cool. All right. So how are we doing now? We've got first 3 phases done. Phase 4, we have 1 more, and 1 more for phase 5 as well. So phase 4 is just engage the emergency warp unit, which we can do pretty much at any point here, I imagine. So we can just do that. And then phase 5 is just go to that whatchamajigit, that starbase. All right. New planetary record, hottest temperature. That you own for DOS. Yeah. Yeah, Mech Warrior is the one where you can't, like, you literally can't buy it anymore. I looked on eBay, I looked everywhere. You can't buy Mech Warrior 1, 2, or 3 anymore. So preservationists have put it out on the web, and packaged all 3 of them together. So you can kind of just fire up a DOS box and just roll with it. So, and I had one working. I sat down to play it and I was like, I have no idea what to do here. So it's like, I gotta, you go back far enough in time with the DOS games, it's like, you absolutely need to read the manual or else you've got no clue what you're looking at. So that was fun. Some of the old NES games I have are just dead from wear and tear at this point. RetroPie for the win. Yeah. Now, I mean, preservation, I mean, that's the whole, like, even the stop killing game stuff is key for preservation and stuff. And, I was very interested in emulators and writing emulators and all that stuff and emulating old hardware. I haven't done much with it. I've done a little software around it, but not enough to get anything working. But so I'm all for all that stuff, and it's just sometimes I don't know. It comes down to ownership now, and it feels like you're not allowed to own anything anymore, because of IP laws and how the IP laws work. And it's like something has to give when it comes to IP laws that says, like, look, we need a carve out for preserving games that are no longer marketable, no longer financially viable. And the thing is, it's really hard to, like, publishers and stuff will fight against that by saying, well, we could just re-release our catalogs again. Like they've been doing a lot of, we'll re-release these old classics again in a brand new package, and now now you can go buy it again. And it's like, sure, that's a thing. I actually don't have a problem with them, like, even just saying, like, look, here's the old games. We're not updating them, but maybe you have to pay like $1 or something for them, or just do what Bethesda did with the old DOS, Elder Scrolls games, and just release them for free on their website. They don't have to update them. They don't have to do anything to them. They just said, here you go, download them for free, and run them in DOSBox or whatever, and have fun. Stuff like that. Like, it's just, there has to be something. There has to be, like, these are, it's, if we were talking about paintings or sculptures or something, everybody would be up in arms being like, yes, these things have to be preserved. They're part of history. They're this and that and the other thing. But as soon as you go into a digital realm, it's like people stop caring, and it's kind of annoying as somebody who deals in software, right? Like, I don't want my software to disappear at some point in the future. I mean, yeah, it'll go obsolete, certainly. At some point, they'll stop supporting it. And you can't support something forever. And I get all that. But, if I was writing something that was for consumers, I mean, stuff that I write is for businesses, and who cares if it disappears. But if I were writing consumer stuff, things for actual end users, um, it's a different story at that point. Like at some point, that stuff has to for if I'm going to be very dramatic, has to be free at some point. Like it has to be let go into the world, become a public domain thing, or at least a part of it be always available somewhere. We have the Internet Archive. Like, work with the Internet Archive to just make these things public and let them deal with the server costs and all that stuff. Like it's just, yeah, it's just stuff like that, because there's so much, like, you see this happening a lot with the newer games now. Like a lot of these new games, people's first experiences, children's first experiences with these new games are vastly different. These games are all built on the games of old, and your experience now is vastly different from what it would have been then. And there's a part of that experience that they'll never get to experience, right? And it's kind of skewed their perspective now, right? Because a lot of kids will look back at these older games and say, "Oh, well, it doesn't have, cosmetic skins. It doesn't have this. It doesn't have that. What do you mean I have to grind a Nintendo hard game? Like, this is too hard. I can't deal with this." And they don't get to experience a lot of that anymore, because all that stuff has matured and has changed, and rightfully so. But it's all built on the mistakes and the successes of the past. And there's a whole subsection of entertainment there, of our medium that we enjoy, that is just disappearing. Uh, Movies had the same problem. Television shows had the same problem, and they worked to fix it. Like, a good example is the BBC with the old Doctor Who episodes, right? Like, a lot of those episodes were never preserved. They were just, the tapes were just gone. They were taped over. They were erased, because there was just no thought put into preserving that stuff. And it's not until well after the fact that they're just starting to actually take all this stuff seriously now, and archival and keeping things around, because it's all, video games are just as much a part of culture as movies or television or books or anything else. And I think there's a slow realization that has to happen there, because video games spent a lot of their time as, a lot of people see them as kids only things, and not like, adults shouldn't play video games, this is just for kids. And that's slowly over time that is changing, because all the adults are now like, were kids when they're playing games, and they enjoy games as adults now too. But it's still there, and it's still prevalent. And I think that's kind of fighting against the preservation of things too, because people are viewing them as toys, and it's like, why do we need to preserve toys? Toys just are a figment of the times, So I don't know. Fargo, if you do decide to play Heroes 3, you'll have a better time if you get the Heroes Chronicles pack. They are designed to introduce you to all the mechanics and factions and friendly start. Okay, cool. I'll make a note of that. Thank you. Thank you, Veruna. I appreciate it. I'd be so happy if our code base disappeared. Yeah. There are. I didn't say all code bases were worth preserving. Let's put it that way. All right. There we go. Execute an emergency warp. So that one's done as well. And what else do we have here? That's Corvette hull modules pack. Okay, phase 4 is complete. Jedi cannon plans. Alright. And then reach the 5th rendezvous station. And then we'll be... That's the last thing I need to do, right? Alright. Let's do it if I can. Galaxy map. Can I make it in this ship? That is the question. I can, if I had fuel. All right, let's see if I can give the hyperdrive some fuel here. I have one more storm crystal here, so that will work.
Technology recharge.
Go. All right, and to the galaxy map we go. And all the way, oops, up here. Away we go. Okay, Verena. Thanks for dropping by. You have a good night. Okay. Alright, now we can... Oh, we're too close. We're just too close. Now let's see if the station will pick me up. Maybe, possibly. Yes. All right. Success. Success, I say. Success. Alright, let's move our Corvette parts over. What is this? Thermal protection, supreme thermal protection upgrade. Ooh. We'll hold on to, actually, you know, let's put that in my starship, because I think I'll pull that forward along with the cargo bulkhead. I don't need any more for this expedition. I'm going to move all these artifacts in there, artifact charts in there too. Also, I'm going to have to take a short bio break, my friends. I will be right back. Hang tight. Enjoy some music. Okay, sorry folks, I am back here. Alright, cool. So let's wrap it up. Wrap it up. Is there anything I have to sell just for the sake of argument? Well, I can get nanites for that. I wonder, do you take your nanites with you? Probably not. So selling it probably doesn't do anything, but I'm going to do it anyway. Go and this is for, yeah, I don't need that. Okay. Awesome. Let's go sign in. There we go. Sign the 5th rendezvous station. So we get that. Is this a Corvette reactor modules pack? And phase 5 progress. Shipwright, Corvette decal plans, and Corvette banner customization. Okay. Shipwright title unlocked. Donate. Okay. Cool. Alright. For first time, I have fully completed an expedition. That is rather awesome, I would say. Ooh, an A-class. This guy's just this guy's just A-posing and walking around. Just enjoying his time. Okay. Expedition 19 Corvette Expedition complete. There we go. Collect reward. Like a mouse companion egg. Expedition complete. Return to Space Anomaly. And use the expedition terminus to send valuable items back to your primary save. Cool. Make a mouse egg. Self-contained robotic spawn capsule. Ready to hatch. Alright, so let's go back here. Let's put our... I'm not going to carry any of these Corvette pieces, because I don't actually care about the Corvette stuff that much. I know, sacrilege and all, but it's fine. It's fine. I like the game really feels more in tune with the regular Starship stuff. Plus, I have a freighter, and the freighter, not only can you do everything you need to do on the freighter, but I can teleport directly to it. So it's like, do I really care about the Corvette all that much? Is what that comes down to. Life support gel. What else we have here? Got a lot of modules and stuff I want to carry forward. Pirate transponders. I should probably sell the Korvax casing and this stuff because I don't need to carry that forward or anything. I got a bunch of suspicious packets here. What is this? Banned exosuit defensive systems. Suspicious hyperdrive module. We have some trade goods here. And what else? Suspicious packet arms. Photon cannon modules. There's 3 of them? Okay. Pulse spinner module. Yeah, a bunch of like modules I probably want to pull forward too. Although we don't have a lot of room to pull them. So anomalous material. Yeah, can I give this to the because I gave that one of those to the Mercenaries Guild guy, and I don't know. Like, you can only give like one to him at a time, which is interesting. Alright, that's my multi-tool. Is there anything I want to take with me with the multi-tool? I guess the cloaking device might be interesting to take with me. Well, actually, wait. Can we... This whole multi-tool would be nice to take if it'll let me. I don't know if it'll let me take my full multi-tool or not. We'll have to see. Because I have a feeling it may not let me. Because it's a pretty badass multi-tool. Gift relics.
Units received.
Ferrite dust.
Units received.
Alright. Alright, so let's go up here. There we go, so I could donate them. See, it's, oh, okay, maximum donation. So you can only donate like 3 at a time then, it looks like? Okay. Because I knew that I was getting like, I was hitting like a maximum limit on them. Alright. Standing increased Mercenaries Guild. Cool. Yeah, everybody, all these guys are sliding across the ground. Alright, let's go conjure up the space anomaly and get ourselves together here. I did collect everything, right? Phase complete of 5. Reward, I think everything is complete. Yeah, because I got the message that it was complete. Alright. Alright. Let's go, go, go. Save here too, just for the sake of it. Alrighty then. Do I know all the planets in this system? Yes, okay. Okay. X and space anomaly. Come to me, Space Anomaly. Alrighty then. Okay, Tech. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Okay, let me make sure I've got everything off of here that I want. Let me put everything in my exosuit that I want to take with me. And get everything else out of here that I don't care about. I mean, the exosuit, I have tons of space, so I don't have to worry too much about things. So, starship, so what do I want? We'll keep this. My exosuit. Salvage frigate parts. I want to take all of these salvage data because that's a lot of them and I can unlock a whole bunch of stuff. The expansion things, the maps. Okay, and I think I've put some stuff in. Put some stuff in the, nothing in the freighter that I care about. Except for maybe the Warp Hypercore, but I could make one of those. Yeah, I gotta get the storage container here. And what do I want to take out of this? Hyperdrive module and that. What's the technology? I don't care. Taking that out of there. Alloy metal and stuff. I guess the tainted metal, since I have so much of it, I'm going to just take that with me. Because that could be... like, that's 602,000 units. But it's also used for refining, so that's why I'm like, I should probably just take it. And alloy metal. Okay, so I think we're good there. I do believe we are good there. Let's see how much I can actually take with me here. Okay. To return items to your primary save, first confirm you're ready to end the expedition. Doing so will unlock this terminal for transfers. You may continue to switch freely between modes or finalize the expedition. Begin transferring items back to your primary save. Okay, so end expedition. About to finalize this expedition early. There's still optional milestones available to complete. Be able to select items to transfer back to your primary save. Yeah, I can't do the optional milestones anyway, so I don't care. Alright, so cargo. So I want... let's just look here. So I want that. 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 Got some frigate modules too. Alright, transponders. I have 4 repair kits, but actually might as well take those. We could drop those if I run out of room here. Cannot transfer companion eggs? Oh. Well, that's annoying. I guess I gotta hatch the egg before I can transfer it or something. I don't know. Life support gel. Yeah, might as well. A bunch of ion batteries too. Stable plasma. What else? Some radiant shards. Oh, navigation data, definitely. Want that. I mean, everything else I can pretty much... I have a ton of, most likely. Well, this will give me some units, so I'll take that just for the units to sell it with. Lots and lots of ammunition, although I feel like I don't need that much. Like I collected so much, it's not really, doesn't really matter now. Doesn't really faze me. But I guess if I've taken everything else that I care about. Although I do have a lot of platinum. Let's take the platinum because I was having problems getting it before. So that'll be good. Take one stack of ammo. That's about it. Nothing else really crazy here. I mean, I did need dioxide for stuff, but I'm not gonna. It's so common, it's not worth it. Whoop, that's not what I want. Take the warp hypercore I made. Some wiring looms. Alright, technology. What do we want here? So this, whatever that is, that's S-class. Inventory. Defensive systems upgrade. Hyperdrive upgrade. Weapon upgrade. Hyperdrive module. Starship weapon upgrade. Neutron cannon, pulse. The pulse spitter I didn't really like. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but it's kind of crap. But you know what? I'll take it. I mean, I could fit all of them in there. Okay. Surplus items not placed in terms will be processed into units or nanites as appropriate. You'll earn quicksilver, nanites, or units for feats accomplished during the expedition. Okay. That's nice. Do I get to take... I have one more cargo thing here. I guess I could take all this harmonic metal, because I got tons of it. I mean, the radiant shards, good too, but the other one's even better. Yeah, let's take that. If I exit out of this menu, will it? Do I have to do this all again? I wonder. Because I'm thinking, why would I? Yeah, I wonder if it'll let me. I don't know. I don't know if I get to take that multi-tool with me because it was so badass, but I guess probably not. But let's just end the expedition and see what happens. Items placed in your terminals will return to your primary safe. Surplus items will be processed in the units or not as appropriate. Accept. Go. Everyone waypoints charted. 120 sentinels erased. 24 words learnt. Got me nanites. Lots of nanites. 4 fish caught. Upgrade purchase. 30 horrors obliterated. 7 base parts constructed. 6.6 million units. Oh, I took all my units with me too. Wow. Nice. So 37.6 million units and 10,806 nanites. Wow. I'll take it. Holy crap. I mean, that's great. Just doing an expedition gives you all that stuff back. That's fantastic. Overall reward Mecha Mouse Companion. So I assume it'll just give this to me on the other side of it. So there we go. My first expedition fully finished in the game. I've had other expeditions that I've started but never finished. So there you go. And there's Spaceball. There's my ship. There's my regular ship. Let me just go check over here. Okay. Copy heavy ozone beam? That wasn't the one. Oh, I can copy the starship that I did? Yeah, I don't want a copy of that. But, was the multi-tool heavy ozone beam? Was that the name of it? I feel like that was the original multi-tool they gave me. Huh. I need this to... Now I need space. to put all these stuff. Cargo bulkhead on the freighter. Exosuit. Put these on my starship right now. Frigate module. We'll put that on the freighter. Okay. I have to figure out what to do with all of these because I have no free slots left. Create multi-tool. Oh, it is. It is the one. Yes, the badass multi-tool. Cost me 2,200 nanites to copy it. That's fine. It's worth it. It's worth it. I'll take it. I don't have any free slots. I need to free up space. Oh boy. Okay. Get in here and see if I can free up some space here. So I have the multi-tool now? Yes! That is fantastic. That is super fantastic. I love it. I mean, I guess technically I could copy the freighter as well, or the Corvette as well, but I don't care. It was just a jank fest that I put together for what I needed. Is there anything I can consolidate? Well, you know what? I can go... I have the storage things on the freighter, right? To put this stuff in. Just going to take a little going back and forth to do it. Also, suspicious hyperdrive module. You know what? I could just use these modules now, probably. What is this? It's my pulse engine. Hyperdrive. Warp cell efficiency plus 100%. Sure. Suspicious shield module. Oh, for my exosuit, I can't do that yet. What else do we have here? Scanner module for the multi-tool. I have too many scanner modules now. 1004%. Okay, it's not worth doing it. So I'll just get that back. That's fine. What else we have here? Shield module for the exosuit. And I have an ancient key I'm carting around and another companion egg. Can I consolidate a few things? I've got antimatter there. Do I have an antimatter thing in here? No. No, I don't. Trying to see what can... Oh, here we go. This'll... I can go in there. For a neutron cannon. I don't think I have a neutron cannon, do I? I could put it in there, but I don't think I have the neutron cannon. I have the scatter blaster. That's where I have that. Still. This is for a geology cannon. Yeah, I've got these two things here that are like for cannons I don't own, so we'll have to think on that one a little bit, but at least I'm freeing up space here. And I don't need that much space to free up. I just need to free up a little bit. Okay, that might be enough there. Thermal protection for exosuit. Yeah, I need more. I've got some maps here for exosuit upgrades to get some more spots there because we got a bunch of stuff to throw in our exosuit. 2 more slots. 2 more slots freed up. What do we got? I have a wiring loom here. Oh, don't I have that in the starships? There's one. There's 1 slot. And then we've got hyperdrive upgrade. Do I have? Okay. So it's hyperdrive, pulse engine. Yeah, we'll have to move some things around a little bit for that to work. But anyway, photon cannon. Is this the photon cannon? Yeah. So can I move this over here, move this up here? Yeah, that works. Suspicious photon cannon module. Yeah, I gotta find a, I gotta find a better place for all this stuff. Also, my positron ejector is damaged. Oh. Well, part of it's damaged. It's a repair kit. Yeah, I gotta put up some more slots there. I think shield for exosuit, starship photon cannon. Yeah, I gotta move some stuff around, definitely. Oh, I got another one for photon cannon. What's that? Plus 9%, plus 5%. All right, we'll get rid of this one. That one over there. It's plus 1%, plus 2% damage. Okay. And exosuit defense. Okay. Alright, so I got some of that out of there. I got 2 more things here. Alright, good. Got everything out of there now. What about the... Should I create the starship? Nah. I didn't really like that starship that much. Like I said, I usually use my freighter for everything anyway. What I am going to do is come on up here. Now that I got a bunch of nanites. Can I get more nanites out of you? Probably not. Oh, yeah, I can. Alright. 390. How about you? I didn't see how much I got there. Flashed up too quickly. Alright, over here now. Now, what do I... Let me get all of the synthesis stuff done here. Well, I can't get all of it, but I can get some of it. Portable reactor. Okay, I mean, that seems like it would be pretty good. Let's finish this first section off here. Okay, so this screen is all finished now. The portable reactor. And this one. And... This is quantum processor, cryogenic chamber. All right, I'm going to hold off on the rest of that. Wait, is there anything else? I think it's just the 2 categories, right? Valuable products, yeah. I'll hold off on everything else there. Let's do exocraft stuff. A fire unit to be in a Colossus exocraft. All right, let's do this first. All right, Minotaur AI pilot, Minotaur heavy exocraft hybrid, traverse planets itself and engage in combat or mining activities to support. Ooh, an autonomous miner? If I get the Minotaur? Mineral processing unit. That mineral processing rig. The autonomous AI pilot, because that sounds fantastic for gathering resources. Potentially. Mounted cannon. Minotaur precision. Laser Minotaur cannon. Nautilus submarine. I don't need the submarine stuff yet, I don't think. Reduces fuel burn. Sure. So I want to spend most of my nanites on building things. But I do want to get a couple of these before I do the building stuff. Okay. Alright, so we're good there. Multi-tool research. Combat scope. Weapon stabilizer. Optical drill. Focusing the mining beam on atomic level. Plus 50% resources mined. Yeah, okay. Splitter. Fire weapon. Bolt caster. I mean, the other things are nice, but oh, here's the cloaking device. I didn't actually have that. I already have a cloaking device, but it's good to have the crafting recipe for it too. Combat scope. Neutron cannon. Pulse splitter. Impact igniter. And we have a pulse splitter on there now, but yeah. Alright, we'll hold that thought. Exosuit upgrade. How much does that cost me? $75,000 units. Okay. What else do we have? Research upgrades and increases efficiency and protection while operating in high pressure environments. Air bursts. Oxygen rerouter. Do that. Let's get these. Exocraft summoning unit. Yes, we'll do that. Get the upgraded refiner too. And rocket boots, efficient water jets. What else? I guess we'll get the pressure membrane too. Alright. Did say I was going to save most for the construction, but oh well. All these other things were just things I needed. Did I do... Let me look at the starship here just to see if there's anything here that I really can't do without. Cargo scan deflector. Nah, these I can kind of wait on. Alright, so we got large prefabs, which I don't necessarily need right now. Small prefabs. What do we have here? Medium refiner. Yeah. What about the transport modules? Was the one that had the... Was it the Minotaur that had the thing? Exocraft summoning station. Summon any own exocraft from anywhere else in that system. Okay. You know what? All these are relatively cheap. Oh, this is using salvage data. Oh, okay. That wasn't using... I thought it was using nanites. It's using salvage data. Oh, well. I wanted to use the salvage data for so many other things. For the, supply pipe, wall switch... I forgot that these switched over to salvage data, which I had a ton of, but not nearly enough. What was the industrial things? Industrial modules here, you know. Supply depot, supply pipe. Okay. And what else? Okay, Outlaw. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Electrical cloaking unit. Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that. Which means I have a ton of nanites still to be used, right? 4,670. So I guess we'll do the synthesis stuff. 'Cause why not? Liquid explosive. Circuit board. Andesite.
Item received.
Andesite.
Item received. Item received.
Alright. That knocks us down a bit. Oh, I never did the hydraulic wiring. Whoops. Oh well. Multi-tool upgrades. Yeah, no. Other thing. Oh yeah, freighter upgrades, which I have to do. I think I have to research them from the freighter itself, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's fine. That is fine. What else do we have here? Oh, yeah, I forgot about this guy. He wanted hearts, which I actually had one and I didn't. I got rid of it. Oh, he wanted a brain. No, he wanted a walker brain. Okay. Thought he wanted hearts. I didn't. I don't think I got a walker brain. But now I know better like how to get some of this stuff too. So that's always good. There we go.
Collectible. Receive. Collectible. Collect. Receive. Collect. Receive. Receive.
Okay. Good. Alright. Collected all the stuff. All the blueprints. Alrighty then. Can head off to oh, you know what? I don't even need to go in there. I can go straight to my freighter has a teleporter, so I can go straight there. You can kind of sort some things out. So let's go do that. Alrighty then. Let's go my bases and to my freighter. Having that A-class freighter though that I had was pretty darn good, but this one's got more stuff on it now. Alrighty then. So what else? All turned around now. Upgrade control. So we can add additional storage. So we have a expandable bulkhead here. Let's do that. Base parts and upgrades. Yeah, we have salvage frigate modules. That's right. Okay. So craftable upgrade blueprints. So we got war core resonator, fuel oxidizer. And we've got construction modules. Scanner room. I definitely want the scanner room because having that in that other ship was rather nice. So we'll do that. And appearance modifier room, don't care so much right now. Exocraft materializer. Industrial room expansion. Glass corridor. Freighter recoloring. We'll do the fuel oxidizer. Mind control device, temporary frigate upgrade that lasts for one expedition. Mind control device plugs into the ship's trading and communication systems, allowing the fleet commander to gain the upper hand in any negotiation. That's interesting. Holographic analyzer. Oh, okay. So all these last for one expedition. You have to keep crafting them. And they take walker brains? Jesus. Okay. Colossal hyperdrive engines of an interstellar freighter. Takes 4. Warp core resonator. Quantum resonation. Robustness of the drive during FTL travel. Granting the ability to leap to stars previously out of reach. 200 light year range. I get 4 things for that. And also the matter beam. I need 5 salvage frigate modules. Okay. Because this is... The matter beam is just absolutely 1,000% needed. I feel like that's 1,000% needed. But then again, there's so many other things here to grab. Technology room, what does this do? Expanding habitable spaces. I guess it's just an extra room to put stuff in. Here's modifier room. Teleport chamber we have. Orbital exocraft materializer. Industrial room. So that's just kind of different aesthetics, it looks like. With the catwalks and things. I guess we can hold off on some of these other things right now and try to get 3 more salvage frigate modules eventually, so we can do the matter beam, which I think is going to be a big deal. Speaking of, did I leave those in here? I did. Okay, good. Banned weapons, smuggled goods. I guess we can sell those off, huh? Where's my all-seeing eye at? Oh, there it is. Banned weapons. That. And relic we can get rid of. Now I know what the salvage glass will do, so I'm going to hold on to that. I know that now better. Gravitino ball, I got 1 to sell. Okay. Uranium. Frigate fuel. We also have 38 million units now, which means I might be able to buy a decent frigate to add to our fleet. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, okay, that's good. How's our... I think our fleet... I think I still have to repair that one. Yeah, it's critically damaged. And he's S-class too, which is interesting. Alright, so yeah, he's critically damaged. I don't know if there's a way to update the class of your frigate. Of your freighter, I mean. It's a B class. I don't know if there's a way you can, like, get it up higher or not. I don't know if that's a thing. What I do know is I'll have to go through and move all this stuff to where it needs to go. As far as where, you know, whatever bucket these go into. Thermal protection module. Exosuit thermal protection there. Hermetic seal. I actually want to keep the hermetic seals on Starship, really. And salvage glass. Put that in there. Magnetic metal. This should probably go. Well, can't go into my exosuit. I'll put it in the starship. Because I don't need that there. Alright, the rest of this is pretty straightforward, so I'm not too worried there. A lot of stuff on my starship. I think this can move into the freighter for now. Oh yeah, I have some in there already. And this definitely can, until I have a need for it. Put this up there. And this is that's a trade commodity. What else? I think we're good there for now. I need definitely more space in there. But I mean, that's the theme right now, is I just need more space, more of everything. And it's kind of spoiled a little bit by having all that stuff available right away, practically. Though now I know, like, strategy is if I find a whole bunch of Gravitino balls, it's time to get paydayed. So if anything else, it kind of it gave me a nice primer on the like combat and stuff, and now I've got like a badass multi-tool that should probably do pretty well, hopefully, with the combat. So I'm feeling a lot better about that in general. Anything here that could go on there? Corvette weapon system. Oh, I must have just had this hanging around. I'll just put this on the starship for right now. Oh wait, don't I have a not the starship. I have a Corvette parts thing here. It's like, I'm pretty sure I have the place I've been putting this stuff. And tool expansion slot, bunch of navigation data, and an egg to hatch. Yeah, so we'll free up some, and then I got all these upgrade charts, so that'll help me expand technology first, and then some of the inventory here as well. All right, cool. I'm feeling good about it. Feeling good about all of it. We still have our ships down in the bay here to be repaired, and then potentially flipped. Yeah, this guy. The nemesis of fire is constantly on fire. Yeah, it could repair those as I go and see about selling them. I'm gonna, like, I think you only have to repair certain things and then you can just sell them. Um, but I kind of want to do. I want to sell. I want to fully repair them, just for the sake of doing it, and then see where we go from there. Okay. Is there? I have a save thing up here, don't I? But I have like a save beacon, I think, somewhere. No, I think I gotta go back to my. Um, yeah, I gotta go back to my. I gotta go back to my initial base. So we'll go there right now and hit the save thing there. I know it saves, along the way here, but I just want to make sure I know where the save is. I know where I'm going to come back in to the game. All right. And I guess you know what? While we're here, let's take a trip real fast to the second base that I'm building. I've called it Vacation Home, of course. It's not much because I had just started working on it before the expedition had started up. So, not much to see here. But I found I mean, there's blistering floods, but that's whatever. I found a nice watery planet to set up shop on. And I've got the very, very basic stuff here. And I'm just started to collect the materials I needed to begin building. And I just kind of put this down just for now until I see how I want things to go. But, basically just I'm going to have a landing pad. I'm going to carve off the rest of that mountaintop there, have a landing pad over there somewhere, and just kind of figure out where I can build a house. And I'll probably dig down into the ground as well and make like a basement in this mountainside and things. So that's my initial plan, but that's going to take some time to kind of to do because you got to collect all the materials for it, which is why seeing that I can maybe have a mech go off and just automatically mine resources for me seemed like it seems like a no-brainer at this point. But that and having like the mining stuff, which I'm starting to look into. I was starting to look into how to do the industrial mining and things, and it's coming along. I had that little silver mine set up, which I think I showed on camera, and then I'm going to kind of use that as my basis to figure out how all that stuff works. So, is there any oxygen in here? I feel like I put stuff in here to make oxygen, and every time I come back, it's not there. All right. We'll hit up our save point, and then that's going to do it for me for tonight, my friends. What about my discoveries here? So I still have all those other discoveries, right? Upload all. Okay. Yeah. Slide all these other. I have all these other discoveries that showed up. Now we did all that, and good, very good. Okay. Yep, that will do it for now, and then we're back to like the basics here, as far as our different things to go. Also, let me make sure. So, did it carry over the standing with the Mercenaries Guild? It did not. Okay, so the stuff I did for the Mercenaries Guild, it didn't pull that over, which I kind of figured would be the case. My problem now is I need to find the Mercenaries Guild, because I have a bunch of pirate things to turn in and all kinds of other things. So, all right, that's I figured that would be the case. I figured it wouldn't carry all that stuff over because it didn't mention it, but I just wanted to verify here as we're going. Okay, yep. Like I said, that'll do it for me for tonight, my friends. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can maybe spare and toss my way, that would be really swell and awesome. And it helps out tremendously, and I'm very, very grateful for it. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. I hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you bye.
Same old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl, girl finds boy. Boy forgets girl, boy remembers girl. And girl dies in a tragic blimp accident over the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day.
Good year.
No, the worst.